Hi Virgo, Cosmic Hearts Healing here. This is for your July 2019 reading. I'm asking to pick up on the strongest energy for the Virgo collective that needs to be heard. The way that I read cards is that I pull cards for your highest good. So I ask for the upcoming energies that you're going to face and the guidance that they would like you to know in regards to that. All right, so I'm just going to get started. This is kind of a long card, but I was really drawn to pull from it for you guys, so I am going to read it out of the book, so bear with me when I read it, okay? One other thing that I want to point out, this is the Spare of the Girl Mother. It's also related to the hematite stone. So if you have hematite at home, I have one around here somewhere. It's like a little black, yeah, it's like a little shiny hematite one. It's really good for grounding yourself into the now. So if you feel like anxious, or if your thoughts are wandering, or if you feel like flighty, or anything like that, that's a good grounding stone to keep you present in the now. All right, so I just want to point that out with this card as well. All right, so I'm going to start to read for you out of the book. It says, we bring you the empowerment of the Spare of the Girl Mother. Sometimes there is so much choice that we struggle to commit. It is often not an issue of unwillingness to make an effort, but concern that the choice might not be the right choice. We might pray to the universe to be shown what to do accordingly to a wisdom greater than our own. Although our free will is always in place, we are able to accept a task divinely given or reject it. The universe answers every prayer. In your heart, you have been asking for guidance to be shown what to do in a particular situation, or perhaps more generally in life at this time. You want to know the best way forward, so your actions are in alignment with heaven. In response, you have now become the Spare of the Girl Mother. The Spare of the Girl Mother is the direct, focused, and clear task given to you by the fiercely compassionate divine feminine. The Girl Mother is the unconditional loving guide who will protect your soul, keeping you on the straight and narrow, spiritually speaking, and ensure that your efforts bring you the best spiritual results and not lead you off into a distracting and ultimately unnecessary tangent. Although you can choose whether or not you wish to accept the task, know that it has been divinely bestowed upon you. How do you know which task this is? Look to your life. What's happening? What's possible for you to act upon? Where is your growth edge? What are you currently empowered to do? There's your task. Do what you can do it now. The oracle also comes to you with this understanding. If the divine gives you a task, you can handle it. Even if you're going to need to grow, you have it within you to complete it successfully. Even when the universe gives you an opportunity or life situation to work through, it is giving you a vote of confidence. The Divine Mother says to you, here is my will. I empower you. Now go for it. If you want to take her advice, don't hesitate or doubt. Be as focused and forward-moving as if it were the Spare that had thrown with her almighty hand in flawless aim, heading straight across the center of the target. When the oracle of the Spare of the Girl Mother comes to you, you are being told that your efforts have divine power behind them. The situations in your life you are willing to grapple with are going to resolve far more quickly and potentially than you might have possibly believed. The power of your own efforts, amplified with divine will, creates extraordinary movement. Distraction, procrastination, and hesitation shall not touch you. Your focus will be complete, and your task shall be attained. The trust you feel in yourself and the divine will increase because of this. You will gain more confidence in yourself. You'll become game for bigger and bolder challenges. The universe will be able to ask more of you and give you more because you shall be increasingly open to it. The risk you take at this time will with absolute intention will bring you so much more than resolution of the task at hand. If you have been overwhelmed, confused, pulled in too many directions, and feeling as though you are trying to do everything and completing nothing, this oracle comes with guidance. The sparrow the girl mother is requesting will fly through your life and take you along with it for the ride. The unleashing of the divine will and shall clear away the inessentials and reveal to you what is important and what you need to do. Okay, so if you're feeling like overwhelmed and you have so much to do or you don't know which way to go in life, this upcoming energy, we have the sun just moved into Cancer. We have the eclipse season, Mercury going retrograde, which you guys are ruled by Mercury too. Gemini and Virgos are ruled by Mercury. Geminis are more vocal with their wording, as Virgos are more, even though they internalize the thoughts as much, they're not as vocal with them. So you guys should be used to this shift in the Mercury energy since you guys are ruled by them. But this is a slowing down time too. A clearing away, slowing down, showing you what needs to be changed. Lots of shifts, okay? During the shifts, they want you to follow your inner guidance, all right? Another card that you got to clarify all of this is, I praise the goddess and the god. I'm not going to read this whole card to you, but this is about balancing our masculine and feminine energy within us. Hold on. I'm just going to read a part of this to you. It says, I carry the glow of the god that represents an application of the left hemisphere of the mind and the energies of science, logic, linear time, perception, physical strength, waking reality, and non-attachment. To live in the iridescence of the goddess represents the utility of the right hemisphere of the mind and the energies of art, intuition, critical time, magic, ritual, dream language, and the astral realm, and emotion. Finding the balance in between these two worlds, you will find your truth. Okay, so since they are telling you to follow your inner guidance, maybe they are telling you to tap more into your, rather than your masculine energy of taking action, they want you to step more into your feminine energy of your inner knowing, like waiting for the guidance to come to you in which direction to move. Because with that first card that I had for you, it sounds like they're going to help guide you the way. With the girl mother, it says that they will come and they will clear things out of the way that you don't need to focus on right now. All right? And if they're being cleared out of the way for now, then that just means that they're being cleared out of the way for now, and it doesn't mean that they're not going to be around later on or at another time in your life, okay? But they just want you to focus on tapping into, like, okay, the Cancer season helps us get in tune for how we feel. If we get in tune for how we feel and let our feelings guide us in life, by does this feel good, does this feel bad, and by raising our vibrations of what feels good and going after what feels good in life, that is how we shift our energy into the law of attraction. So to attract more abundance and more love and more light, you really need to be able to tap into that feminine energy and guide yourself from that place, okay? So the first card that you got, wait, hold on one second. All right, so your first card was the King of Drums. The King of Drums is a man who can be trusted. He's loyal. He's patient. He's reinforcement. He is slow to change, but he makes sure that he looks at everything. But to go with your first card that you got, because the next card that you had was trust issues. So I don't know if there's a way that trust issues is coming up for you in week 1. It could be not knowing which way to go because of that first card that that I read for you. But it just said to go off of your wisdom, that you will know which way to go to break free of these trust issues that you have. It could be trust issues that you hold internally or trust issues that you see from outside you, that whether they be real or not, they want you to face that. Just trust yourself. Be this king of earth. Be the king of drums. Just be secure in yourself and trust and know that Spirit is with you and Spirit's going to be guiding your way. The Lord of Transformation. This is the Devil card. So this is our lower energies that are within us. So let's just say like you're feeling like this and you're going to move forward in life and you're securing yourself, and then all of a sudden this pops up. You know, so that's what this guy is. He is something that stands in our way to create kind of like a bondage. He's way of ways that we can manipulate ourselves into lower thought forms, lower perspectives. So really, if you were to sit back and ask yourself, how am I feeling tied up right now? What part of my life is making me feel trapped? And then ask yourself why. Okay, that's what this guy is. That why, or that bondage, what's making you feel held on, is this energy right here, okay? It says that it's attached to core values in your life. And by attaching ourselves to these lower energies of like fear, anger, distrust, anything like that, it can give you physical elements. When I'm clearing a part of a lower energy within myself, it almost always somehow comes out of me in a physical element, whether it be like a pain or some way. Shamans believe that every emotion, every healing can be a dis-ease within us. Okay, so if you're feeling a dis-ease within you, or your back pain or shoulder pains or neck pains or anything like that, it's probably attached to this energy here. So really just ask what's keeping you bonded, what's making you feel trapped, and ask yourself why you are feeling trapped, why you can't move forward, why you just can't let it go. And then the next card that you got for the 3rd week of July is the drums of the dance of life. So it's overturning the usual results. So if you really go inwards and you try to focus on the things that you want to change, like if you're feeling trapped or bound and you're going to do something different, act in a different way to get different results. If you like keep feeling trapped in life and you keep doing the same thing, you're just going to keep creating the same results. Okay. And they said to follow the synchronicities in life. If you don't know which way to go, one way that I tap into the feminine energy is by having faith and trust and asking for signs. Whether it be in my dreams, whether it be like animals, numbers, I see syncs and signs throughout my entire day. Rather it be in, I just watched a movie, like I hardly ever watch movies, but I watched a movie last night. And it's crazy. The syncs and signs that I got out of the movie that I was guided to watch, was insane. So, just knowing that if you do repeat the same pattern, like if you do feel that bondage and you decide to create the same pattern, that you will create karma. Okay. And that's what karmic patterns are. When we when we're reliving the same cycle of energy over and over and over again, we need to ask ourselves what we need to do differently to shift that karma out of our life, okay? So for week 4, we got the power and the strength card. This is just having courage. This is having like inner force from the spirits. For self-transformation, it's creative power, newer energy, and just courage. There are some times that I go through shifts in my life that I know come from higher source energy, because I pray for change. I pray for guidance. I ask for the wisdom of what I need to do to change. And then somehow I just get the courage and the strength to do it, okay? The cards to clarify that is to ask yourself what needs to be balanced right now in your life, okay? Like, what is making you feel bound, or what if you look in your life, is feeling off balance to you? Life should be balanced of our spiritual, our mental, emotional, physical. If you even want to break it down into more of our work, our love, relationships, like everything should have a flow and a balance to it. So ask yourself what needs balance, okay? And find appreciation for the things around you and the people around you. Then also to clarify the strength card, again, is the goddess of endurance, which is another strength card. Just knowing that you'll get through these times and having the strength to do it. One thing about this card is her story in particular. She got sent down to the underworld. So she made a deal that for 6 months she would get to come up to earth and live her life. So, she was given the worst task of being sent down to like the dark energies, but she somehow figured out a way to transform her own life, okay? So they're asking you right now just to dig deep into what you need. And it's going to be different for everyone, and that's the thing about these general readings. Like if you were to schedule a private reading with me, I could break that energy down for you and figure out more. So let me pull a positive affirmation for the Virgos for July. Let's see. We got 3 already. So I'm excited about the life I am creating, and we should always be. Have appreciation for the current life that we are. Everything I do turns into success, and I make things happen. I love this one. I think this goes good with everything that I saw here in the spread from the start to the finish. I think this one is I make things happen. Just knowing that Spirit's guiding you, because there was wings on here too. Spirit and the love of life will make things happen, all right? So that's your reading for the month of July. If anyone's interested in a private read, all of my information is in the description below. And everyone have a great month of July. Bye.